Just let me get in tune here. I want to, can I do one more new one from Dragonfly, and then I'll do one you know. If that's all right. Thank you. I just want to share this one with you because I want to tell you a little bit about my childhood. When I was about 3 weeks old, my dad packed up the whole family, which was my older brother Nash and my mum and myself, and he moved us into our car. We had a to live. He moved us into like one of those Toyota Land Cruisers. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't know if they're called the same thing over here, but my dad made bunks in the back of his car, and then he moved the whole family into the car, and then drove us out to the most remote area in the whole of Australia, right out in the middle of the outback, right in the middle of Australia, to a place that's called the Nullarbor Plain, which is just like hundreds and hundreds of miles of red dirt and saltbush and kangaroos. And that's pretty much it. Where we lived in our car and travelled around for the next 10 years of my life while my dad became a professional fox hunter. I know, isn't that so weird? I just don't, like, that's not normal in Australia either. Like, don't think, oh yeah, everyone does that down there, trust me, they don't. That is so strange. Yeah, I don't know how you wake up when I go, oh, I might be a fox hunter. But that's what he did. And yeah, it's really, and we literally lived off the land. Because there's no towns and shops or anything like that out there. So we lived off hunting all our own food. We would travel around. This was back in the 70s, so it was a lot more acceptable than it is now. It seems so gross now. But we lived off eating kangaroos and rabbits and wild bush turkeys and pretty much anything that moved. We ate it. We cooked it first. We did. I hope. Oh my God, I hope we did. I was pretty young. I don't even know that I remember. Look at this. Pick the fur off and eat that. No, I don't know. My mum did all the cooking on the open fire. So it's just a really weird way to grow up, but it was pretty incredible. I have really fond memories of living out there on the Nullarbor. And I didn't really have much touch with civilization at all, for the first 10 years of my life. It was we didn't really see other people a whole lot. And so we didn't have entertainment. There was no TV or radio or things like that all of my kids are growing up with now. So our only form of entertainment was we would sit around the campfire at night and my dad would bring out the guitar and he would play us old country songs, which was mostly Hank Williams. He would play Hank Williams. And Johnny Cash and Mel Haggard and Graham and Emmy Lou and the Louvin Brothers and Jimmy Rogers and that sort of thing. So that was kind of my musical education from a really early age. And about a year and a half ago, I had surgery on my vocal cords. I had 2 nodules removed from my vocal cords, which had been there for about 20 years, and I finally got to a point where I couldn't sing. So I had these nodules removed, and after the surgery, I was not allowed to sing for 8 weeks. And it nearly killed me. I wasn't on tour, obviously, but it also meant I couldn't write songs. And because when I write songs, obviously I sing all the time to see what the melody's going to be like. And it was just driving me just insane not being able to write a song. I had all these songs running around in my head. So I figured out this way to be able to write a song, not have to sing. And I had 8 weeks to reflect on how my life had gotten from sitting around a campfire, playing Hank Williams songs, to travelling around the world playing music like I do today. So I put my whole life story in this song. It was the end of the winter in 75. My daddy drove a CJ left-hand drive. He called it his very own 820. You don't see many of them down on there. Now late one night, well, he met this lass who liked Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash, and he caught her eye and he caught a rash in the back seat of that Jeep. 9 months later, they had me. Well, they went and got married at the end of the year because the summer had come and the rash had cleared. They packed everything they owned in boxes, moved out back to hunt some foxes. Now, my first few years, well, I can't complain. I traveled all around the Nullarbor Plain, and I only heard Hank of the occasional train until I got a transistor. And then I heard Twisted Sister. Oh, mister, I was never the same. Bye, bye, my big boy, my big blue. Well, everything I did, Lord, I did it all for you. When I turned 13, I was one of the boys, and everything I heard, it sounded like noise. I thought I knew everything there was to be known, so I woke up one morning, I ran away from home. And my mama was worried, my daddy was mad. They spent every single second they had trying to figure out where they went wrong, but by this time I was already home, because I was hungry. And I'm always hungry. Ask not what you can do for your country, ask what's for lunch. Orson Welles said that. Or was it Lila? Oh, that kid from Fat Albert, hey! Well, needless to say, I was a little confused. I put on my pants, after my shoes, up and down on boys and girls, and then I heard a lady sing a song about a sweet old world. Ah, Lucinda. Now, win or lose, or right or wrong, everything I thought I put in a song. Come what may or may not happen, I wrote a little song about a captain. And lo and behold, they played it on the radio. And the Sopranos. Pass me my martini, James Gandolfini. Oh, bye, bye, my big boy, my baby blue. Well, everything I did, Lord, I did it all for you. Oh, now there once was a boy, a nice young buck, who knocked me off my feet, then he knocked me up, and we were living the dream, there for the taking, because water and records and hearts were breaking. Now there's plenty we all learn to live without, like the one-word cousin that nobody talks about. You can make it black, you can make it white, but a #1 record won't keep you warm at night. Unless you're Kanye. Now I've got 3 kids to 2 different fathers. One's better looking, the other one's smarter, and sometimes it's hard to handle them both, but my next boyfriend was barely old enough to vote. But he was sweet as a cookie. Harry Cookie. He might be young, but he ain't no rookie. Now the Bible says I can still be saved if I repent my sins and just behave, and I can make my own bread, I can make my own wine, I can make my own bed in my own damn time. Hell, I can make my own luck. Am I not pretty enough?